Want to make a fresh brewed cup of coffee? Come watch my video with me and I'll show you how to use a Mr.Coffee coffee maker and enjoy your cup of coffee. Well, hello friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make coffee in a Mr.Coffee coffee maker. Here you see here I have the coffee maker with the coffee pot. It also has numbers on it from 4 cups to 12 cups. Each cup, according to the manufacturer, is 6 ounces, which is about 3/4 of a cup of coffee. I also have a coffee scoop, which is 1/8 of a cup. I have coffee liners. And here I have coffee that is designed for the coffee maker. Before we begin, let's go ahead and put water in our coffee pot. I'm using the very cold water because when you use hot water, you're also including sediments from your hot water tank. So if you just use the cold water from the tap or even a water bottle source, have it come up to the number 12. The size of the cups, according to the manufacturer, is 6 ounces, which is approximately 3/4 of a cup. Here, when you lift the lid on the top, it will expose a spigot that goes to a center piece. This is where your coffee is going to go, but first we're going to pour the water in. So right here, let's go ahead and pour the full amount of the 12 cups into the water well. As you can see right here on the side, it has a gauge that shows you how much water is in here. Even though I used the 12 on the coffee pot, it doesn't show the max 12 as being full. This is okay. Whatever the coffee pot is what you want. Sometimes these markings can be off a little bit. Next you have here is a heater. So let's go ahead and place the coffee pot right there. Now the little water spigot right here, we're going to turn it to one side, and in here you'll notice a separate basket. Right on the bottom of this basket has a hole with a spring. This is where your coffee will come out and go into the coffee pot. So go ahead and put that back in there, and you'll also notice there's a little bump for the thumb tab so that once it goes in, it stays right in place. Here I have pulled out 2 coffee filters. The reason why I suggest 2, can you see this right here? I have 2. Sometimes when you pull out just one, sometimes the water spigot can hit it right here and it will allow the coffee grinds to go into your drink, and you don't want that. So let's go ahead and place those 2 in there and push it down firmly. After I open my box or my can of coffee, I leave half of it sealed. That way I can keep this foil cover on it, and it helps keep the fragrance and the coffee fresh, because when you seal it and put the cover back on, it helps eliminate additional air from coming in and drying it out. So with our coffee scoop, the 1/8 of a cup, I'm going to place 3 level cups. So here's 1. I want to pour it into the center of the filter. There's 2. There's 3. Now this is, the 3 is the suggestion because this is for a mild tasting, not a strong coffee flavor. If you want strong, I suggest you add 1 or 2 more according to your flavor. After you've placed your coffee in there, go ahead and take the water spigot and put it back to the center, and then we're going to close our lid. Now that we have set up our coffee maker, let's slowly turn it. Now if yours is already in location, you don't have to do this, but you want to take your plug and go ahead and plug it in. Okay, down here in the front on this bar you see here is a button. When you press the right side of that button, a green light should come on, which will indicate that the machine is on. This will heat the burner down here, as well as, if we open the lid, allow the water spigot to allow hot water into the coffee grinds and allow it to go through. Can you hear it? It was that quick. This is all real time. Now see the hot water coming through? It's spurting out into the coffee grinds. Let me bring up for a closer shot. Now this filter will fill up with water so that as it goes through the coffee and the coffee absorbs some of that water and then it goes down into our pot down here. Be aware that this is very, very hot. Let me see if I can get the steam. Well, it's not showing steam on my camera, but it is steaming up in front of me. If you were to stick your finger underneath there, you probably get burned. But you notice back here, the coffee filter gets hit with the water the most, not really around here. So sometimes once you get started, you want to double check to make sure that the filter stays upright and against the basket. After you feel pretty confident that it's going to stay like that, go ahead and close the lid. Give it about 5 minutes, and it will make you a perfectly brewed cup of coffee. Can you hear that? Ah, the sound of percolating coffee. I can hardly wait. My hands are ready. My hands are ready. So you can see on our gauge here, we've used quite a bit of water. So we've made 2 cups of coffee already. It's almost done. I guess you can see how impatient I am if I have 4 cups and showing this to you on a video. Yes, I am ready for my cup of coffee. Come on, coffee, let's speed it up. Now that we're getting pretty full, I wanted to show you what to expect to see on the inside. Besides all the steam, you see how much water is in that filter? And how the filter has stayed upright. That means it's going to be a good brew with no coffee grinds in your cup. So, give it another few minutes and it will be ready for you to enjoy, as well as me. Can you hear it? That means that the water in the well, as you can see here, has almost all been used up, and the pump has brought it up to our spigot here and is spurting out the last of the water. When the coffee is dry up here and no more is dripping in to our pot down here, then we can enjoy a refreshing cup of coffee. Till then, we still have a few more minutes to wait. Oh, darn. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Look at this. It's at 10.5 cups, which means it's almost done. Let's peek again. Ooh, that's hot. What happened? The gurgling is gone. And all you can hear is the tick of the clock, the chirp of the bird. That must mean the coffee is done. Let's double check. Remember, it's really hot. You see all the steam come out? All right. Now, I don't recommend you check this all the time because that's not a good idea. I'm just doing this for the video. But you can see that the water has cleared the coffee. The machine is done pumping. Now we have hot, fresh brewed coffee. When I make coffee, I usually add sugar and creamer. These 2 cups are my favorite cups. They are not 6 ounces though. They're more like 12 ounces. Both of them come from our name brand company right there. And they do have a wonderful array of coffee cups to choose from. So, go out, get yourself a coffee maker if you don't have one, and make your own fresh brewed coffee. Showing you how to use the coffee maker from Mr.Coffee and enjoying a cup of coffee. Till next time, bye-bye.